Why do some things like boats float in water while others, like rocks, sink? It's a wonderful question that helps us explore a fascinating scientific principle known as buoyancy. Let's imagine we're tiny explorers capturing a view of a big pond. We gaze with curiosity as a leaf gently lays on top of the water. In contrast, a pebble tossed beside it plunges straight to the bottom. At first glance, it seems like everything might have its own stubborn way, but there's a nifty science trick at play here. Many years ago, a wise man named Archimedes was taking a bath. I know, that's a funny start to a great discovery when he suddenly realized something amazing. He noticed that when he got into the water, it pushed up with just enough force to help him float a little. The amount of water he displaced, or pushed out of the way, turned out to be quite important. Archimedes announced his discovery with a gleeful shout of Eureka, meaning, I found it. The secret lies in something called buoyancy. Objects in water are supported by an upward force we refer to as buoyant force. This force depends on how much water they push aside. If something can push aside or displace a volume of water that weighs more than itself, it will float. Isn't that amazing? So let's put on our thinking caps. A big, ocean-going ship seems super heavy, but it floats because of its shape. The hull, or the main body of the ship, curves to push away a large amount of water. This means that even a big, steel ship will float if it can push a lot of water aside, more than its weight. It's kind of like lounging on a massive waterbed. But what about our little rock friend, the one we saw sinking? Rocks, being quite dense and not shaped to displace as much water, don't push away enough water to support their weight. The water can't quite support them in the way it helps the leaf or the boat. These stubborn rocks don't have enough buoyant force to counteract gravity pulling them downward. Now you might be thinking, can heavier things float? Yes, indeed. It's all about how much water they move aside. This is why designing boats and ships takes careful planning and designing shapes that can maximize flotation. Remember this special trick of buoyancy the next time you see something float or sink. It's like water has its secret way of welcoming some things and gently tucking others under its surface. So, when you toss that pebble and watch it sink, you know it's all just a part of nature's wonderful game of balance, thanks to the amazing principle of buoyancy.